Hey YouTube, wanted to make a quick video about my newest Swiss Army knife edition. So this is the Victorianic Swiss Army knife, Swiss Army Manager. This is part of their small class of knives. I think they kind of have their knives predominantly in three classes. These small little ones, and then, whoops. These are kind of their medium size ones, and they have the larger, I think it was like 111 millimeter range or so, the Work Champ or the Hercules, which are kind of the bigger lines. So I've actually never, at least not in the recent time I can recall, I've owned one of these small ones and just kind of wanted to see how I'd like them. I mean, I do like these bigger ones, but you know, Prime Day came up, so I was looking for something fun to buy, and this one found to be a cool addition. So it's very super light. I can kind of see the appreciation of these knives given their small, tiny size. I mean, this one you can easily toss in your pocket. I mean, easily forget it's there, and it, you know, for a small little knife, it's pretty practical. You know, you got a bottle opener. Pretty decent screwdriver. I mean, it's pretty long, so you can get to screws pretty well. Looks like a little bit of a wire stripper. Got a knife blade. You know, again, nothing fancy here, just a tiny blade. You can open letters, packages, do some basic cutting, cut some threads, or, you know, small little knife. Standard scissors. You know, nothing to say here. Just typical Swiss Army knife scissors. File with a little screwdriver tip. I don't understand why they couldn't make it like a dual-sided file, but it is what it is. And then the other feature this has is actually one of the reasons why I got this is a pen. Now I only got it because I don't have one. All my other knives don't have a pen, so just to kind of check off a box, say that I have a Swiss Army knife with a pen, I have one with a pen now. You know, it's actually not too hard to write with, given its kind of compact size. I mean, it's a little boxy, but you can easily write. You know, I got pretty shitty handwriting to begin with, so don't think this is the pen. I just have horrible handwriting, but looks pretty good. You know, I actually prefer his black ink. I don't know why, but you know, not terrible that it's blue either. But that was actually kind of what won me over to get a small knife, is to kind of just to see what the Swiss Army knife was about. I probably won't use the knife or the pen a whole lot, considering my phone is a Note phone. I'm a big fan of the Samsung Note. I've owned one since Note 2. Now I have the Note 20, so in a way I kind of always have a pen on me just with the phone, but kind of cool to have that as well. But overall, I really like this. It's just how light it is. It's like a perfect office knife, if you want to call it that. You'll never notice you're carrying it. You know, the blade's super tiny, so you're not going to be scaring people at work if you take this out. And I think it's, in a way, it's a kind of a nice complementary to maybe like a, you know, more of like a full-size knife if you're going to be carrying with like a larger knife like the Bug Out or the Para 2, and you just want that extra set of tools to go with it, like scissors or something like that. This is a nice way to kind of complement a larger knife that you might want to carry. Size-wise, I mean, here's a Bug Out full size. Here's the mini Bug Out. Obviously these are much larger knives, but then you have kind of your more kind of common Swiss Army knife size. So this is a Swiss Army knife camper. So you can kind of get an idea. It is, I don't know, I'd say 40% larger. Yeah, thickness, obviously thicker. I mean, this is a, I guess you can call this a 2-layer knife as well, as is this, so you can kind of get an idea from a tool perspective, width perspective. So definitely a nice little keychain. I mean, this one you could easily throw on a keychain. It's just super light. that I think it is keychain usable. I don't like to have things on my keychain that kind of outweigh the keys, so I don't have a whole lot of my keys. Just have a small flashlight, and I think this could be something that you could throw on there. Not sure I will. I think, like I said, I'm probably just going to carry this loosely in the pocket, either alongside like either a larger knife. I think there's a good purpose for it. So overall, good knife. If you want something small, keychain, I think out of all their small offerings, I do think this is probably like the best one. Just due to size and weight and what you get with it. The mini champ I think is pretty good too, but it's just a little thicker and heavier, and I don't know, might get kind of at that point you might as well just get the larger knife. The other one I think is the Rambler, which I think this actually resembles, except for the difference between this and the Rambler is that the pen. So the manager, you trade the toothpick for a pen, which I think is a good trade in my opinion. I guess in theory, maybe you could use this pen as a toothpick if you really needed one that bad. But this competes with, this is really the Rambler with a pen. And then they have the Classic, which is I think the same size actually. But I think, yeah, their kind of small frame knife offering isn't as robust as this mid-range line. I think by far they have the most options in this middle range. Their large range and small range is kind of limited in what they have to offer, but yeah, pick one up. I think it's a little expensive, I would say, for what you're getting. I mean, this is about the same price as like, the Fieldmaster or the Huntsman. So I feel like for what they're charging and what you're getting, I mean, you get a whole lot more knife here than here. I mean, I think this should be really priced somewhere maybe like the $15 range, I think. But close to 30, you're about. There's actually more. This one's cheaper. This one was only like $22. This one I think was like 30. So right in that same window. This is the Fieldmaster. The Huntsman I think I've seen a little cheaper. So yeah, price-wise, it's not priced kind of competitively, but then again, not much competition. So I'm never going to knock an item for the price because they're priced up front. So I don't understand how people complain about a price about something, because if the price is what it is, you don't like it, don't buy it. So I'm never going to discount an item on price alone. I'm just kind of saying from a value perspective, you do kind of get more for your money here, but obviously this has a purpose too. So overall, I recommend it. Honestly, if I could, I'd probably buy a second one. It was just I wouldn't pay the $28. Like I said, with the Prime Day discount, it actually knocked it down to $22.94 is exactly what it was pre-tax. So at $22, it's still a little on the high end, but a little more palatable, I'd say. So if they do pop up and sell again, I might get a second one just to have. All right, guys, short video on the Swiss Army Manager. Good knife. If you want a good keychain, I really can't think of a better keychain than this little guy. All right, thanks for watching.